Today, we're going to start with some heel taps. Just tap those heels right in front of you, alternating feet. Then we're going to transition to some neck rolls going in one direction. Roll that neck all the way around, and don't let your hair smack you in the face like I did. We're going to switch directions, going the opposite way, again, rolling that neck all the way around. Once we finish with those neck rolls, we're going to do arm circles forward, and we're going to make our arms go small to big. And then we're going to switch directions, again, making those arms go small to big. We're going to do some chain breakers, alternating the arm that goes on top, just giving yourself a big hug. As you finish with those chain breakers, we're going to do big arm swings, again, alternating arms, up and back. From our big arm swings, we're going to transition into some trunk twists, going to each direction. I'm going to start reaching across our body, just going in one direction to begin with. Really get a good reach in. And switch arms, again, getting a good reach in. From our reach acrosses, we're going to pick up our weights, and we're going to do some wrist curls with our palms facing up. A few more. And switch those hands so that your palms are facing towards the ground. From there, we're going to transition to some flip curls. Flip those hands at the top. A few more. From our flip curls, we're then going to bend over in our seats and do some tricep extensions. So extend those elbows, and you should feel it in the back of your arm. And from there, we're going to switch to our rows, put one or both weights in one of your hands, and we're just going to row. And we're going to switch, keeping our chest up and our back flat, doing our rows. From here, we are going to drop one of our weights. We're going to put the other one in between our feet, and we're going to do some leg extension and leg curls. A few more. We're going to put both of those weights on our knee, and we're going to lift it up, out, back, and down. Up, out, back, and down. And switch our weight. And we're going to switch that weight back to our other knee, and we're going to do some fire hydrants. We're going to switch our weight to our other knee and do the same thing on the other side. We're then going to put our weights back on that other knee and just do some leg lifts with our straight leg. And we're switching our weight. We're then going to put the weights back on our other knee and do some heel raises. And switch. Really think about pushing through that big toe when you do these. We're then going to stand up with our weights and do some chair squats. Once you finish your chair squats, stay standing. You're going to go to the left side of your chair, you're going to stand on your right foot, and we're just going to do some pulses forward. You can either continue to hold your weights or you can let them on the floor. We're going to go to the side. And then we're going to go back. Then we're going to switch to the other side of our chair. We're going to do some leg lifts forward. We're going to do some leg lifts to the side. And behind us. Then we're going to move to the back of our chair. And we're going to do some heel raises to some shoulder shrugs. Again, really think about pushing through that big toe when you get up on your heels, on your toes. And shrug those shoulders. From here, we're going to do some chair taps. We're going to go to that lower rung. If you want to make it more challenging, you can also use your arms and swing those weights around a little bit. Then we're going to transition to the higher level. From here, we're going to do our sumo squat to our upright row. Really sit back into that squat. Don't let those knees go over those toes. Push through your heels, through your feet when you're standing up. From here, we're going to do our standing rows. Again, you can put one or both weights in one of your hands and lean on that chair. And we're going to switch to the other hand. Keep your back flat and your chest up while you're doing these. From here, we're going to transition to our overhead tricep extension. If you can't get your arms over your head because you have shoulder issues, you can do the bent version that we did in the chair, just standing this time. And kick those triceps or kick those arms back behind you. We're going to move to some rotations. So with those thumbs up, we're just going to bring those weights to the outside. Here we're going to transition with a 90-degree angle on your elbows. We're just going to put our palms towards the floor. Just think about rotating at the shoulder. You can put your weights down on your chair, and we're going to do some push-ups. Once you finish with your push-ups, go back to the left side of your chair, and we're going to stand on our right leg and write out the alphabet with our foot. Once you finish with that alphabet, switch to the other side of your chair, stand on the other foot, and do the same thing, writing the alphabet out with that other foot. Once you finish with that, you can sit back down in your chair, put your weights down to the side, and we're going to stretch that arm in front of us, and we're going to pull our fingers back and get a stretch in the forearm. Then we're going to switch, pulling those fingers towards us with the palm facing down. We're going to switch hands, doing the same thing on the other side. And we're going to switch with those fingers facing down. Then we're going to bring that arm across our body. We're going to open and close our hands, feeling a good stretch there. Then we're going to switch. We're doing the same thing on the other side, opening and closing our hands. You're going to scoot forward in your chair. You're going to put your feet in a Y shape and then reach down to reach that foot and feel a good hamstring stretch. And then switch sides, doing the same thing on the other side. Then we're going to turn, sitting on the edge of our seat, and we're going to feel a good stretch in that front of that back leg. Then we're going to switch sides. Again, feeling a good stretch in the front of that back leg. From here, you're going to go back to the middle of your chair, and you're going to reach to one side and hold it. You're going to switch sides and reach and hold it. Go back to the middle. You're going to take a big breath in and out and in and out and in and out and reach forward and back and forward and back, and give yourself a big hug.